Hey guys, welcome back to a new video. Today I'm going to be showing you the best PvP mods to be running in Destiny 2 Heresy. I just want to say before we do start with today's video, I appreciate everyone that has been on the channel recently. I've got a lot of new subscribers and the videos are doing really well. So let's keep it going. If you guys could leave a like, it helps boost out that video to more people so that you can see it. And if you guys haven't seen my previous videos, especially if you are a controller player, these are the videos you guys should be watching. But a lot of people sort of ask me what mods should I be running, and I thought it is quite a good topic that nobody's really discussed recently with the updates and that sort of thing. So with that said, let's jump straight into it. So I'm going to talk about stats. Stats wise, to me, if you're playing PvP, we'll start with the basics. For a hunter, mobility 100%, recovery is pretty much on all characters, so you want to sort of target recovery on all characters, and then discipline or intellect, whichever you prefer. For me, I'd rather run a higher intellect because supers win games. And then obviously if you're on a Titan or a Warlock, your mobility doesn't really matter that much. Try to have at least 4 resilience if you guys can. It's going to help you sustain a lot more shots. But today's topic is about mods. So I'm going to talk about some that are pretty good in the artifact. So anything depending on sort of weapons you're using, if you're using void weapons, these are really good. The arc ones with a bolt charge, if you guys are running Titan, I've done a build on that. And not only that, if you guys get bolt charging using an arc weapon such as a palindrome, anything like that, it's going to deal a lot of damage. So that is what I would recommend. Any of the void ones, pretty much, it can deal damage, such as this one, rapidly applying volatile causes your next instance of void weapon damage to create a weakening burst. This works in PvP and it deals some crazy damage as well. So anything like that will work, depending on obviously if you're in arc or void. They're the only sort of 2 you can run this season that are going to be pretty useful in the Crucible. Now, starting off with the helmet, there's a lot of things on here that are really good. But what you guys are going to want to be running is a kinetic and sort of your secondary targeting. Now, targeting is a massive thing, especially if you're on controller and pretty much keyboard as well. It does work. I see a lot of people use in-flight compensator, and to be fair, it does help, but trust me, double targeting is the way to go in PvP. Improve target acquisition, accuracy, and aim down sight speeds for kinetic weapons. The amount of gunfights you'll win more just by having that aim down sight speeds on your opponents is pretty crazy. And then we run powerful friends, collecting an orb of power causes nearby allies to increase their current armor charge. It just helps out the teammates if they are running armor charge, because there isn't really a lot on this you can really run. I mean, rapid final blows, but you're not really going to get rapid finals in obviously Crucible, so definitely put these on. Like I said, this will change depending on your weapon, so just check what weapon you're using. Because we're running arc, we definitely need these on, but if you were to swap weapons mid-game, you would have to swap that. Now, some people say, is it worth running double? So obviously on the hand cannon, running double rather than kinetic, and for me, no. I like, especially if you're using like a shotgun like the Chaperone, it does really help with the aim down sight speeds. And I think 1 is just right, to be honest. 2 is a little bit overkill. Moving on to the arms. Now, there's not really a lot of choice, to be honest. It depends how you're going to want to play. A lot of people like dexterity, which is a good little way to run, but I have been changing it up recently, especially on trials. So this is one where it is up for debate. For me, I love having fastball so that we can throw grenades obviously further, and then momentum transfer, causing damage with a grenade reduces your melee cooldown, and then obviously firepower, your grenade final blows creates orbs of power. But to be honest, it's hard to get a grenade kill, so I would recommend obviously running something that's going to help you. So for me, I definitely have faster ready and store speeds for kinetic weapons, because it's going to pull out our Chaperone a lot quicker. But if you wanted your hand cannon out quicker, you would swap that to arc. Then for the chest piece, this is the one that is not going to be changing, I don't think, for a long time. We are running unflinching. Now, unflinching is crucial in the Crucible, I should say, because you're not going to get flinched off your shot. It reduces flinching from incoming fire while aiming a kinetic weapon and an arc weapon. Now this is a must. Make sure you have these mods on. You can double it up like you're targeting, but for me, I'd rather have the unflinching on both. I feel like 2 is a little bit overkill in my opinion, but try it out. Let me know what you guys are running. And then for your last one, we just have harmonic resistance. To be honest, there's not a lot of options you can put. Increases the amount you can carry for void. They're the only ones after that mod you can put on, so it doesn't really matter too much on that. Then for your boots, you guys are going to want to run Innovation, reduces grenade cooldown each time you pick up an overpower. And then arc weapon surge. So this is going to depend yet again on what weapon you are running. Your arc weapons gain a small bonus to damage while you have any armor charge. Your armor charge now decays over time. So pretty much if we get an armor charge, our weapons are going to deal a lot more damage. And you can even 2-tap with this if you guys can stack it right, especially with a hand cannon. So it's really handy to just have on your class. And then finally, the one I really love is Absolution, because it reduces all ability cooldowns each time you pick up an overpower. So obviously you'll be getting your dodge back and your melee and all sorts from that. So it's definitely one to run. Then we do have a recovery mod. Outreach reduces melee cooldown when using class abilities. Reaper, shortly after using your class ability, your next weapon final blow spawns an orb of power. This is really crucial because it's going to get you that obviously armor charge we need to boost our weapons damage. So make sure you have Reaper on. Really underrated armor mod. And then we do have Outreach, reduces cooldown when using your class ability. So they're the mods I would recommend using. If you guys have any different ones you want me to try out, they're the ones I would recommend for pretty much sixes, trials, anything in the Crucible. They seem to work the best. And like I said, you've just got to be careful when swapping weapons that you do in fact change your mods as well. So just look out for that. What I'll do is I'll leave you some gameplay of me using these mods, and hopefully you can see how well they actually perform in the Crucible.
I need a hunter like you with the red jack. You captured Zone B.